Welcome to the Spooky TikTok series, episode 1. We're going to take a deep dive on the scary side of TikTok. These first series of videos have to do with a ghost named Chad. Chad is a very talkative spirit. Let's see what Chad has to say in part 1 of My Friend Chad.
Okay, Chad, turn the flashlight on for when you like the angle of the hat, and then I'll put it on you. Cheese puff? Okay, so I knew forward was gonna be a no, but we could go sideways this way, we could go backwards. I mean, Chad did say he wears his hat backwards, so that checks out.
In this next video, you can see that Chad is a young spirit, which is rare, and he usually has a lot to say. Let's see what he says next.
Okay, look at us. Look at us. We're looking good. No seltzers, but we do have shots. Answers that question. Okay, limited options. We've got tequila. Tequila it is. So not that much tequila. So I gave it to Chad. Which means I'm stuck doing a shot of gin. Who does a shot of gin? If you do one, let me know. But I'm not looking forward to this. A part of me also feels like that was done on purpose. Because I was just gonna say, it's like Chad knew that there was only a little bit of tequila left, and since he requested it, I was gonna always give it to him, which leaves me with this.
I'm pretty convinced. Are you? Do you think this is a trick that she's pulling? Or are we really talking to a college-aged ghost? I have my doubts, but let's check out this third video of Chad. See what he has to say now.
Well, welcome back to chatting, everyone. Cheers, Chad. Oh! No, I don't like it. Well, I like it. Whoa, I like it more than rum. I think. I don't know if you can see, but I put the dowsing rods in his rib cage because that was the only way I could get him to hold it. Chad, I'm so sorry. This feels so violating. If you want me to remove the dowsing rods, can you please tell us yes? I just thought that. Well, I removed them. Chad, do you feel better now? Yeah. Sorry, that was my bad.
Okay. We had some good evidence here. Now, this is the final video of Chad, where we get to see him interacting with the house. Tell me what you guys believe. Do you think it's real? Or do you think it's fake?
Can you... I was gonna say, can you step away? Do you want to step by it again? If you touch that little red light, it'll go off again. Crazy. Chad, if you're here, can you say hello? I didn't catch that. I think that was hello. Was that hello? Did it just say you are dumb? Getting roasted. Okay. In honor of Spooktober, should we get some new ghost hunting equipment to play with? Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Chad, do you like your new skeleton persona? Can you repeat that? I think I heard it's funny really faintly. Chad, do you like the hat as well? Does that make you happy? Lastly, Daphne and I are gonna go ghost hunting at haunted locations this month. Chad, are you gonna join us? And the spirit, that REM pod just went off at the same time as the flashlight, but I think the spirit box is too loud for...
In the second to last video, we have a lot of exploration, even some taking us down to the Paris catacombs. Let's see, do you guys believe? Are you guys afraid of underground? I am. Creepy.
Glory be to God. I came across a video. I'm going to go over some stuff. It's pretty insane. So me and my friend were exploring this abandoned bank in Chicago and heard that there are tunnels underneath it that connect the city. I've mentioned in a couple of my videos underground cities all around the world, from Sacramento to Beijing to Maui. Okay, this stuff is a lot deeper than I can really go over on social media, but I want to go over some of this stuff. So he's saying the air is bad. It's called dead air. You don't want that. And, okay, we went deeper. The tunnels got cleaned. Walked for at least 30 minutes in one direction through these tunnels. Just giving you an idea. Okay, this is where I was super interested. So random endless holes. This is freaky. Very freaky. And then we proceed. And then it starts getting very clear in very wide rooms with lights. Now, I don't need to be all intriguing with the music and get it all mysterious and eerie. I'm just going to be real with you guys. Fresh footsteps, they could be from them. That's not the point that I want to point out. So, furniture everywhere. Now, they make it into another place. Okay, now this is where it gets interesting. I know the code, so I don't want to lose you guys, but ping pong, you're talking about your pineal gland. It's talking about the temples that house the god within, Horus, the god within. They're talking about adrenochrome. Now, don't let me lose you. So now they end up in a police station. Here's the jail cell. Just to be clear, I'm going to do some verification at the end and show you what I mean. Now, graffiti, all that stuff, of course. I mean, anybody that can really get in there. I wouldn't be caught dead down there, but that's just me. So then they make it here. Now I got really interested. Like I said, I'm going to go over some verification at the end to make sure this wasn't just some BS video with some random clippets put together. And I did my research. A couple more things. So I kept seeing stuff that said 2000. It wasn't that long ago. And then boom, that's all I needed to know. Like, I don't know who made this video and where they come from. I don't need to do all that studying, but that's all I needed to know is right here. Now, this is 666, okay? A 9 is a 6 and a 6 is a 9. 3 6s is 666. So remember that, because we're going to touch base on that. Beneath the streets of Paris lie the catacombs. Paris, R-A-P-I-S. It's, put that together. Like pedophilia, it's Philadelphia. They're anagrams. Deeper video than you guys imagined, huh? Yeah, I know. They were built in 1785. As above, so below. Below. Okay? Largest mass grave. Real deal Holyfield. Now, that looked familiar, right? Even scarier on the picture that we saw. First, these little holes. Right? This is a movie. What we saw in the picture was way more scary. Again, movies called As Above, So Below, Be Leo, Be Owled, Bohemian Grave. It's Eiffel Tower, it's Evil Tower, it's Toward Evil. Magdala, Jesus's mom, Magdalene, means tower. Odin's son is Tior, it's to war. Okay. So, Chicago, 39th Street Police Station. Let's do some actual research. So, this clearly checks out. Nobody's going to debate this. All right? Just want to be super crystal clear. It's always going to be on the coast. That's how they do this. It's underground networks, hence Bart Simpson. Don't be a simpleton. It's simple and plain, but don't keep it too simple. So, 39th and Cottage Grove, 39th 39th Street Business Center in transition. So it's clearly a historical place. Just to prove my point. Okay, police station disused. Banks. Sounds like this adds up. Okay, no pulling a fast one on you guys. It's right here. U.S. Bank branch, 37th Street. It's literally 2 streets away. And these are multiple banks within this area at this point. So one more time, just to be 100% transparent. Boom, bada bang. Banks to police stations. Yeah. Okay. So anyways, this stuff's all over the place. I mean, it's confusing because I try to teach this stuff, but it's not like Tartarian, it's Freemason. And if you look at the origins of Freemasonry, it's not going to be what you guys know. You've been indoctrinated, I understand. But this is all Jew, which is gem. It's majestic. It's Freemason, father, mother, son. Last but not least, and then I'm done with the video. So I just did a little bit of research just to kind of gauge this. It's the police website, so it's clearly authentic. Archives, as you see. And then it goes down to only May 2012. So 12-year difference, or 6 years, depending on which note we're referring to in that video, the main one. What's going on with that? I don't know. I don't want to do too much research. I didn't care that much. Just enough to make sure I know what I'm talking about. So this is clearly their website. Pizzagate. It's Pisces God. Pieces to the pie. Pisces. Pizzas. It's pussies. Like pussy eating Poseidon. Bart's underground traffic.
Did I save the best one for last? Or the scariest one for last? And this one we visit a plantation. And if you listen closely, we can hear a lot of conversation and voices. This one really creeps me out. All of that residual energy is still there. Let me know if you guys want more stories about this plantation or about plantation in general. Enjoy. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Pastor Wilkins of Chasing Our History. We are standing in front of the actual smokehouse. Again, an untouched building on the plantation of President Andrew Jackson. This is a smokehouse. This is where they would do the whistle walk. When they finished the food, they would whistle so the slave master knew they was not eating the food, and they would whistle until they got to the main house, which is the mansion of President Andrew Jackson. That's where you hear the famous term, the whistle walk. How you can tell that the slaves built something, if you look into the bricks, they always left their fingerprints. If you don't see fingerprints in the brick, the slaves did not build it. There's fingerprints all in this brick. This was actually built by slaves. Wherever you see fingerprints, that was them leaving their mark. Most of the masters would actually literally let them put their fingerprints in the brick. I'm Pastor Wilkins of Chasing Our History. This is the smokehouse of President Andrew Jackson. It is still in the same condition it was when the slaves were smoking the meat in here. This would have been hell on earth. It would have been hot in here in the winter. This is the actual dirt floor. These are some of the actual things that would have been in this smokehouse. And it would have been cooking in here in the winter, in the summer, excuse me there. It would have been that hot. Now, as a historian, I always look to make sure that it's not something that they rebuilt or remastered, but I clearly see the fingerprints of the slaves in these bricks. That tells me that the slaves actually built this smokehouse. There are fingerprints. It's hard to see on the camera, but there are literal fingerprints in the brick, indentions all in the brick, where the slaves left their fingerprints in these bricks. This was built by the slaves. The slaves built this house. This is the actual smokehouse built by a slave. It's rare to find something that's actual. There's fingerprints. It is rare to find something that's actual by the slave, But if you see fingerprint in the brick, that tells you the slave built that house. There's fingerprints here. This was built by slaves. They're all in here. You have to really be standing here. Here's fingerprints. You'd have to stand here to see these prints to know that slaves built this house. Once again, I'm Pastor Wilkins of Chasing Our History. This is an actual smokehouse that was built by the slaves. Everything in here is original, all the way down to the floor. This would have been hell on earth in the summer. Pastor Wilkins of Chasing Our History. Be blessed.